Hello ma'am, good afternoon. This is researcher Keiichi Bartokirio, and I'm here for the data gathering of the research titled Understanding the Perceptions and Challenges of English Teachers in Integrating 21st Century Skills in Language Teaching. Let us get started ma'am. Can you please introduce yourself, including your name, educational background, and then your level of English that you're currently teaching?
I am and I graduated at Filipino University, taking up the Bachelor in English Education with specialization in teaching in junior high school. And currently I am teaching grade 11 and grade 12.
How long have you been teaching English ma'am?
Almost 2 years.
Wow. So before we begin, I'd like to confirm your consent to participate in this interview. Is it a yes or a no?
It's a yes.
Yeah. Your responses will be kept confidential, ma'am. Is it acceptable for me to record this interview for research purposes?
Yes.
Now, your well-being and understanding are of paramount importance to us in this research endeavor. We want to take a moment to assure you of our commitment to ethical and responsible research practices. We encourage you to ask any questions you have and emphasize that you have the freedom to withdraw your participation at any point in the research without facing any negative consequences. Now, your privacy and confidentiality are of utmost concern. All data collected, whether from this interview or any other forms, will be treated with the utmost care. Participants' information also will be anonymized during data analysis and reporting, ensuring that your identity remains confidential and secure. First question, ma'am, automatic na kagad. How would you define 21st century as they relate to language teaching?
21st century skills in language teaching go beyond teaching grammar and vocabulary. It teaches the additional necessary skills that are believed to be crucial. They are the crucial competencies in the new century, such as critical thinking. The students must have the collaboration, communication, and creativity.
I guess in your experience, ma'am, what are the key components? Although you have mentioned already some, but do you still have any additional for the key components or attributes of the 21st century skills?
I would like to add the problem solving skills because it also connects to comprehension, because if the students can understand the text, they can also tell or solve the problems.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, can you share your specific examples in how you incorporate these 21st century skills into your own teaching practices?
I'd like to have or to see or to use the outcomes or outcomes-based education. I let my students become independent thinker, and making sure that at the end of the class they have made any products that incorporating what they have learned, not just what I have taught them.
Can you cite an example activity?
Like for example, in my creative writing class and creative nonfiction class, I am teaching the elements. So I am not only, or students will not only tell the elements are this, mom, this, but also I let them read stories, and then they have to tell the characters, who are the characters, what are the what are the theme or the lesson that we have learned. By also mag drama sila, because I believe na incorporate nila ang elements sa story.
So there is collaborating. From your perspective now, ma'am, which 21st century skills you have mentioned already do you believe are the most relevant or essential for your students to succeed in this modern world that we have?
It's communication. I believe it's really communication, because with that or with communication they are able to express themselves. I even told my class or i-introduce ko sa akong mga students na it's okay that their grammar is wrong or pero bang dili jud perfect ang ilang sentence as long as they can express themselves kay kanang bang they become open ano siya.
Are there specific 21st century skills that you prioritize? Communication you have mentioned. Do you prioritize that with others or just the same?
I would like to say balance.
Balance. Now, since you have said balance, ma'am, what are the challenges do you English language teachers encounter when you integrate these 21st century skills?
One really is critical thinking. Ako din sila ginaingon, think outside the box. Because students are often limited to what they only read. If I will ask, what's the theme? If you will be the character one, would you do this? Would you do that? Sila kay they would even answer na, okay lang ma'am. Murag dili sila mo explore to any idea. So, problem yun nako is the critical thinking.
Now, how do your contextual factors such as your school culture and then you have also the policies influence you as English language teacher, the way you perceive or your perceptions about 21st century and the way you teach 21st century or integrate 21st century?
I would say, ma'am, limited access. We teachers have the limited access also to technology. The less and provisions. We want our classroom to be digitalized, but we do lack facilities.
So in your school culture, are you saying that hindi masyadong na-prioritize ang pag-equip sa teachers ng technologies?
Technologies, yes ma'am.
In the school.
Although we have meetings, we have our conventions, we have our seminars, pero when it comes to applying, we should do our teacher.
Now, with regards to that, you have already said you have your support mechanisms in the form of seminars, but I still have to ask, what are other support mechanisms and professional development opportunities available to you, English language teachers, enhancing your integration on the 21st century?
Aside from the workshop seminars, we also have our bursary teachers. We also have our teacher 3, mga reading coordinators na
So they are having mentoring.
Yes.
Okay, so with those being said, you still have in mind the things that you can actually recommend or suggest to your school administrators or to the management, wherein you can say that this will be good for you to develop your teaching to integrate 21st century skills.
It's really the provision of facilities.
Permissions of facilities. Well, thank you so much, ma'am. Are there anything else you would like to share or any additional insights related to the integration of 21st century skills in language teaching? And so far now, thank you so much, ma'am, for participating in this interview and sharing your valuable insights. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. Once again, I want to express my gratitude for your participation in this interview. Your input is instrumental in advancing our understanding of the integration of 21st century skills in language teaching. If you have any further questions or if you wish to receive a summary of the study findings, please feel free to contact me in the future. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Salamat. Yung manajog ko.